And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Transport Fever. Well, the city is doing really well. Our Indianapolis is just booming. Look at commercial. We started feeding it food, and it is just booming, which is good. But it also means we're going to need to start upgrading and ramping up our system. But this episode is going to showcase a little bit of a band-aid ripping procedure. As your time goes by, before your city gets too large, you're going to want to start to future-proof your platforms. And what I mean by that is, see this platform has a whole lot of people on it? Well, the problem is, if you want to upgrade this platform, it wipes not only everybody off the platform, but everybody going to the platform. So if I upgraded this right now, this train would empty. So watch when I do this. Upgrade, high speed, yes, do it. Everybody gets wiped off. The train is cleared. So that is something that I like to try to do as early as humanly possible, because it basically pushes the reset button on your entire line. And, you only need to do it once, but it gives you a really bad year of income because all of your passengers reset. So it got rid of all of the passengers on this platform, so we're going to upgrade this one as well, which gives me the catenary for future engines and the high-speed track for future expansions. So it's just something that you have to do if you plan on using platforms for electrified vehicles, and you're going to need to put the catenary on there. I like to do both at once. That way everything is squared away, and then, it takes about a year of game time to get the system back sort of normal again. So again, we're going to upgrade high speed, yes. And that reset the train. Upgrade high speed, yes. And the train just doesn't know what the heck is going on. And we're going to see, it's just painful sometimes when you do this, when you have a whole lot of passengers waiting. See, this station, it just picked up people from this station. So if I upgrade this, that train shouldn't be affected. Okay, but what it does affect are all the passengers wanting to go to the station. So it cleared this guy out. So while it clears it out, I want to upgrade him. So the whole line gets reset. And it just makes the train clear out and everybody sort of reset themselves. It's an unfortunate thing, and I don't know why we have to do it, why it resets the station. Ooh, look at that. Class A4, Hiawatha, Opel Blitz. Look at all that good stuff that came out. This is a big year. So yeah, I do this across my entire line. See, this one already is getting passengers and it's been upgraded. So they do recover. They do come back. But sometimes it takes a little bit. Okay, that one's done. That one's done. So this one's the only one that's left. One building will be removed. Why is that? Oh, this one up here, I bet. Yep. That's weird. It's an expense. That was an expensive one because of the stupid building. But now we've got it future-proofed, so I can go up here. And this train probably is clear. So I can upgrade him. Oh, he's already upgraded. Awesome. I think. Yeah, he's already upgraded. Excellent. This guy is already upgraded. Happens to food as well, or any goods. It'll clear the goods out really fast. So there's our initial passenger line upgraded, and we've already got a good number of people waiting here for a train. So how old is this train? 12 years old. He might be replaceable. Do we have some money? We do have some money. This is becoming a pretty big town. We've got a little bit of work here to do. It's going to be obscenely expensive, but we've got to move this track through the town here. And so all of these buildings are going to have to go. So maybe use some of this money to do just that, because this is ridiculous. These buildings building up around. Did not think it was going to be that fast for the growth. But we're going to go all the way to the end. And so get the buildings destroyed while they're cheap. Because if you wait and they're, some of these buildings are probably worth a little bit more. If you go through and look at these, see the bright green ones, that's $1 million to destroy that, versus this one, which is a bigger footprint, but it's not worth as much. So it just gives you an idea of building value there. So we are going to take this, and that goes right there. So we're going to drag this out. Future-proofing the line, and this one is going to come back like this, and these can come let's put that next to it, and then we can marry it up together. Same with this one. It's going to be expensive, but do it now, and it helps in the future. So let's then create a walkway across if we can. I doubt we'll be able to bridge over that. That's pretty tight to the tracks. So we'd probably be able to cross right here. And maybe throw in a line. Encourage the AI to maybe build out here a little ways. See, we cover a little bit of this. Not too much, though. So if we kind of merge it in like that, maybe we'll get a cross section in here. But we need to marry this back up together. And can we do this without taking out a building? Why? Okay, that's good right there. Now does that do horrible things to our track? No, see, laying the track first makes the road conform to the track instead of the other way around. So now our track stays nice and straight, whereas the road kind of has to do a little bump. Okay, so that takes care of that horribly expensive process. And I double this track because we are going to continue this line, and we are going to add some cities if we can afford it. I would like to take a Columbus, wrap one up, get into Cleveland and to Buffalo, and see where we can go with that. And then Indianapolis, we're going to have to connect to Detroit. So the Detroit connection could either be a north connection or it can be one of these east connections. So this east would have to kind of come right in here, right up to Detroit. Because I want to get as many cities directly connected to Indianapolis as possible. And then we'll do another route, sort of a line of trains rather than just one going back and forth. So an example of that would be Chicago to Green Bay. I want to continue this same path up to Green Bay. So up here is Green Bay, and this is going to be a terminal connection. So I want to sort of embed this, if I can, into the city. Let's see. It's going to come up right up through here. So this would be a good spot. No, I just want one building. I just want to destroy one building. No, just one. If I can get away with it. Why? That's 3 buildings. I mean, I am right in there. Why does it want to destroy 3 buildings? Why do you hate me, game? Okay, let's go for one of these other buildings then. If I can't get into that one, look at that. See, look at that. 1 building. Perfect. So we're going to extend that just a tad so we can fit a bus stop in there. But the train station is going to be a terminal train station, and it's going to be 240. It's going to be 2 tracks, high speed. Yes, 2nd Street connection. Flip that baby around, and that is a long station. So we want to kind of, face it just like that. That kind of works. That gets a whole lot of the city covered. I want to bend it just a little more towards Chicago. And we're going to try to connect those roads up as best we can here. So I want to leave a little bit of space. Connect that. Connect that. Now this one, let's be a little graceful about it. No, I want a little further away. There we go. Because that station with this connection connects to all of that stuff now. And we're going to want a bus stop, if we can sneak one in, just like this. Okay, now for the routing, a little bit tough. Whoa. Right like that. This is kind of messy in here. So that water is a big problem. So we're going to have to take your house out. Sorry about that. Whoa. We're going to loop you around. Connect you up. And maybe give a sane connection to this. Oh. The tendency it has to come off on a tangent on something like this. For some reason. Yeah, look at that. It's like, oh, you want You want a tangent off of that? Not really. No, I don't. So we're going to pull this guy out. There we go. Now, let's connect that up with our line. And it's going to be right up. Right up to there. Okay. Now I'm going to second line up, because this is how we're going to run these lines. I'm going to have multiple trains on these lines. And so the terminal stations, they're going to be the branch off points. So we're going to have a line coming out. So one way on the track will be like the northbound, and the other way will be the southbound. And the terminal stations will be where they, well, terminate. So this one is going to have a second track running alongside, because this new track is going to become the southbound track. So let's just continue that. Okay, let's dial it back a little bit. We're gonna take out this because we need to add this in here. Just like that. So this line will be the Chicago Green Bay connection. And so we'll be able to put multiple trains on this line, and they will be able to go up and down. So they'll stop at Chicago, then go to Green Bay, and then stop at Chicago, come back to Indianapolis, and then repeat. So we'll be able to put at least 2 trains on this at any time, maybe even 3, depending on how big these cities get. And I do want to ship food over to Chicago to see if we can't grow that city a little bit as well. But I need to get this train. This train needs to move its iron butt here and get to this station, so I can then add the signals to make that a one-way trip. So if I slow that down, get this, you'll see that it's using just one of the tracks. But as soon as I start placing the signals, like this, it should update. Maybe it won't. I don't know why it's not. Maybe it's because I need this to have I'm going to pause it. I'm going to put a thing here. And in the Indianapolis-Chicago commuter is going to be renamed Indianapolis-Chicago Green Bay commuter. Okay, and then so Indianapolis, add this thing. So that's Chicago. And we're going to add this. And there it splits the line. because this wasn't a terminal station. This only had one going in and out. But now that we've added that terminal station, it knows, hey, now I need to use both of those lanes. So now I can add some more signals all the way up through here. And I really don't need all these signals, but in case I really put a lot of trains on this, this is how I usually do it, just to make sure the trains run smoothly. So there it is. Now we have Indianapolis, Chicago, Green Bay all connected. So somebody from Green Bay can come all the way down to Indianapolis by getting on the train here, coming through here, not getting off, and then coming all the way down to here. Likewise, somebody from Indianapolis can go all the way up to Green Bay. Now I need to look at how to add trains to this little endeavor. And one of the things I do here, create a nice little line. So he should find a path, no problem. So we're going to close that out. So I try to be a little symmetrical with this. And since we're going to take it off of this way. And then we're going to take it off of this way. So no matter which direction they're running in, I'll be able to maybe load them into a depot. Like that. Be nice and symmetrical with it. Looks kind of cool. There are other ways to do it, of course. There's a myriad of other ways to do it, but that's what I like to do. So we need to put a new train on this system, and we've already got a train just about to leave, or just leaving this right now. So I'll kind of want to wait for him before we get another one. And this is a blue line, so I got to remember this is the blue line. And we're going to do the Flying Scotsman, which is a fantastically fast train. Hiawatha would be nice too, but it's much more expensive as far as upkeep goes. This one is no, we're going to go with the Flying Scotsman. It's a cool train. All right. And this one, we're going to need something that's relatively cheap. 20 passengers for that. And the Flying Scotsman, of course, goes 75. So that would be pretty good right there. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 20. So we're going to set line to the blue line. There we go. And this train is going to have to be replaced because we can't have a train that goes 52 and a train that goes 75. They would just end up bunching up together. So this one's got to be replaced. So we're going to do replacement. There's our first one of our electric vehicles. And then set vehicle, blue line, Flying Scotsman, and this one, 6 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's going to be quite expensive to operate or to replace that vehicle. But we have run out of time, so that will do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.